Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy super new moon. Oop, I'm losing my light. Did you miss me yesterday? Because I missed you guys. Uh, my name is Tina Marie, and I was here Monday, Tuesday. I was here with Billy Wednesday, and I wasn't here yesterday, so my apologies. I'm going to try to do these at least Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Then Tuesdays and Thursdays just depends on my schedule. This has been a busy, busy week. Are you feeling the feels yet? How are you feeling? Lots going on. For me personally, I taught every night this week and saw clients during the day. So yesterday it was just like, whew, self-care day. So here I am. Oh, hey, you guys. Hey, friends. I see you coming on. So this is where I come on and I've already pulled some cards and they're perfect. And I'm going to share them with you. And since it's Friday, my intention in pulling the cards and meeting with you is that these cards in this, reading, it takes us in and through the weekend. And then we'll meet up back Monday. Good to see you too. Been feeling crazy rocking of the core beliefs. Yeah, so lots of stuff coming up. And it's interesting because as we've been saying, we're moving from Gemini into Cancer. Oh, and a shout out to my sister Danielle. Happy birthday. It's her birthday today. And then we've got this super new moon. It's the third this year. This one is I feel like the most intense. And it's the energy also of the mother, of that divine nurturer. And so how can we nurture the feelings that are coming up? How can we honor the different thoughts and feelings because then we feel something and then we have a thought about it, right? And sometimes the thought about it is a judgment on what we're feeling. And then forget it. Where are we then? So I want to share with you something that happened to me this morning. You'll probably laugh at me. I'm going to laugh at myself. But to just explain some silliness of the feelings that could arise. And of course, there could be deeper stuff too. I went to a bar class early this morning. And when I was driving home, I felt something right here. And it scratched and it was a bug. So I freaked out and I'm driving. And yes, I freak out with bugs. That's just me. I'm sorry. And I freak out, but then I'm driving. So I think it's in the car and I'm looking around. And I'm like, oh my God, but I got to keep driving. And I'm like, oh my gosh, then I think it's everywhere. And I'm freaking out. And I'm going like this with my hair and everything. And then I'm like, okay, just relax. Gets better. So I continue driving. Then I feel it in my sports bra. Now it's like, oh my God. And so I grab my sports bra and I go like this. So I know I'm probably killing it, but I'm like, what if it stings me? And all of this stuff's going on and I'm freaking out. I got to the red light. I was able to look down. Sure enough, there's a bug in my sports bra. So now I'm like, oh my God, thank God I had gone to Starbucks. I had a napkin. And I grabbed it, and I'm sorry. I don't like to do this. I do try to bring any insect to the best of my ability, or Billy's, out when I can. But I was driving. So I blessed him as I crushed him in the tissue. And again, I just saying the stuff that happens. And I felt really bad then. And then the next thing you know, I took a breath and some guy almost cuts me off. So now I'm angry. And I said something that wasn't that nice to this person because I had to slam on my brakes. And then I was like, what's wrong with everybody? And then I'm in this state of anger. And then I realized, took another deep breath. And I'm like, wow, we've gone from fear to feeling really bad and guilty to anger. To like just demonstrating that anger, to then saying, okay, let me take a breath. And then as the guy turned, I put my hand out and I said, bless you for if you're driving like that, bless you, I surround you in light, that you don't hurt someone else on your way, wherever you're going, that you're in such a rush. And then I realized, see all these thoughts too? Thoughts and feelings? I'm in a rush a lot of times. Maybe that's me sometimes on the road. And or maybe, who knows, what kind of agreement I had with this poor little bug, with this man in front of me. And do I need to know what the agreement is? No. But look at these experiences that I've had. And then rather than getting all caught up in them or dwelling on them, I just went into meditation when I got home, of course, because I had to get home. And I started to laugh. I laughed at myself. These are the little things that we go through, right? I was in a reactive state. The reactive state got me centered. I went back into a reactive state because it caught me off guard. But then I was at least, aware enough to just take a breath, which I always do. I always tell you guys to do that too. And just say, wow, this is just some of the silly stuff that we go through. What about all that deeper stuff? So I came back and I pulled some cards. Okay? And they're perfect and they tie into this crazy story. So I hope look at you guys all coming on. The first card. Here we go. Oh, ready? This is from Stuart Pearce's deck, Angels of Atlantis. So this is Gabriel. Gabriel is the divine messenger and the card is balance. So what do these things do? We get out of balance to come into balance. Is it a big deal? Not if we don't make it a big deal. I could have dwelled on the fact that I killed this poor little bug, but it was safety on the road. I don't know if it was going to sting me. I have to forgive myself and move on. Do I do that all the time? No. I came back into balance. When we go through these high extremes and lows, be they silly examples like this, or some of the deeper stuff, they're meant to show us where we're at, to bring us back into balance. How do we know what balance looks like, or what it feels, or what it is, if we don't go to the extremes? Okay, how great is this? Next card for us. Oh, I can't get it in there. Show justice. So look, it's balance again. Look at the angel. The angel, I think he's blindfolded. Looks like it, right? Sorry, I'm trying to get that in there. So what does this mean? Well, this is saying too, everybody is going to be at a certain mood or vibration at a particular time. It's the way that this world is made up. And then how do we navigate those energies? There are going to be days that we react, like I did today, but it was just in the privacy of my car. But sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it's with Billy. Sometimes it's with family members. So when then someone else gets to that place, like the guy that cut me off on the road, yes, I reacted out of anger, and then I realized, okay, how can I come back into balance? Maybe that was me one day on the road when I was in a rush. And, how can I then see that everyone's going through what they're going through? I don't know what that person's story is. Maybe he was in a rush to, get to a hospital. Maybe he wasn't. It doesn't matter, does it? So since it's my role, how do I bring balance? How do I allow myself to come back to center? Because when I come back to center, when I come back into balance, guess what? It's the higher vibration, and it makes a difference to those other people on the road, believe it or not, and just makes a difference now throughout my day. So those of you that are watching, you're on the spiritual path, you're a light worker. Guess what? It's our job to be this bigger person. I know it sucks sometimes, but doesn't mean you can't have the fearful, angry, silly moments like I've had, or even the more extreme ones. It just means, okay, then come back to center, shift your energy. That's how, believe it or not, that's how you're going to get the justice, because you've gone there yourself. And how great are these cards, you guys? Sorry, Billy's not here to do this for me. We're all connected. So here's the angel saying, sorry, we got some crazy light. Look at that. We've got everything from dragons to a beautiful knot and a thread and a goddess and animals. We're all one. We're all connected. So when someone else forgets who they are, in that moment, you know who you are. But maybe the times when you do forget who you are, someone else is holding the space. And so it becomes this web and this flow. What it also does is help you build a spiritual mastery, because then you get to a point where things don't affect you as much. I could tell you about a time where I would have dwelled in the anger for that guy that almost got me into an accident. And so I could beat myself up that I went there today, or I could say, wow, you only were there for a moment and you bounced back. So it's, giving yourself the credit and the props for, okay, I came back to center. I blessed him. I surrounded him in light. Okay? Because we're all connected. That could have been my sister, my father, my loved one. We're all connected. We're all going to be at a different place, right? And then the final clarity card. Awakening. All right up, by the way. All right side up. Gosh, you guys, this software I have, it's like, well, we just do a little in and out. Look at that. So this is the clarity card. Look at her arms outstretched, the golden sacred geometry above her head. She's in a lotus flower of awakening. What does this mean? We have the choice to awaken every moment. Do you take it? Can you forgive yourself? Like Course in Miracles says, I forgive myself for having this thought. I choose love instead. Boom, you can do it in an instant. So how are you guys? This is the energy we're going to navigate. I just want to see how you're doing. We're feeling crazy. I feel like things are changing. Good. That's great. I seem to have a lot of references to my past. Quite a crazy morning. Yes, I did. And I'm laughing through it. Thank you, Dina. Yeah, sometimes you just have to laugh and shake it off. And then look, it becomes this beautiful teaching tool. Oh, yes, I love the more frequent readings. Yeah. So all of this to say, these emotions are going to come up. And what did I do? I was a mother to myself. I nurtured myself through it every step of the way. I didn't abandon myself or going off on all of these different, experiences. And so Gabriel and Michael, or some of you, to me, it's Archangel Gabriel. Now, we know the angels are not male or female, they're both, but they can come through with a vibration of one or the other. And Archangels Michael and Gabriel or Gabrielle, I'm feeling really strongly with us this weekend. So I would lean into them. Michael for the protection, especially because I feel like you might feel more sensitive than normal, like I was this morning. And so he can just help put a shield around your energy field. If you ask or if you visualize it, I always say, thank you, Michael, for putting me in a shield of light. And then Gabrielle, she is that divine messenger. She is that, that angelic presence of creativity, of communication. So to help you, and I feel like it's more of an inner communication with yourself. Okay? So just to recap, balance, show justice, which is more balance, but the way you're going to see justice is by aligning with it yourself and balancing the energy within yourself. We're all connected, so anything going on with someone else that bothers you, that irritates you, that angers you, go within and heal it within yourself. It's not easy. These were silly examples that I talked about this morning. The bigger stuff, we need to work more at it. But when we do, then we see the shifts in the world around us. When you change how you see something, when you change your perspective, your whole energy field changes and you attract from an entirely different place. And then, what do? We awaken. And then when we do fall asleep or forget, it's not as long as the time before. Okay, so as we go into this weekend, with this new moon, that's all about manifesting. It being in Cancer, the emotions are high, sensitivities are high. If you have mother issues, they could come up, but I'm seeing it more as the universal mother of how we can mother ourselves through these times. And when we can just be in that space, it's a time of rebirth. It's a time of regeneration. It's another new beginning. And then when we just honor all of that, we are able to really attract more what's in alignment with our heart. Remember, Cancer, the sign of Cancer is the sign of the crab, the tough, the hard shell. But what's beneath the hard shell? That's what we want to expand. That's what we want to bring forth. That's what we want to really delve into and allow to come through, because it's from that place that we attract. We don't want to attract from the hardness. That's too much of all the humanness that we don't want. It protects us, but let Archangel Michael protect you. Or whatever your belief system is, just surrounding in the light or in love. And then really honor all those feelings and nurture them. Okay? So that is your message for today, Friday. What do I have for you? Well, if you could like my business page, that would be wonderful. It'll be switching over to me and Billy soon, as we have our new website coming. If you want to sign up for the mailing list, TinaMarie444.com. What else? Share this if you like the message. And like I said, I'll be here Mondays, Wednesdays with Billy's, and Fridays. Tuesdays and Thursdays are just if I can get on. And if you'd like a private reading, reach out. I'll be doing another angel forum as well too, because that one was really, really powerful. So thank you guys for taking this time with me. Happy super new moon. Honor yourself. Reach out and let me know how I can serve you. I send you so much love. Peace, blessings, and lots of joy. Have a great weekend.